Hi, my name is Steven. I'm a Director of Business Development here at BounceX. As a Director of Business Development at BounceX, I'm actually in charge of a team of people. So I work with 3 people under me, and my role here is basically to bring in new business for the company. And what that involves is a lot of things, actually. We're working with a really complicated product, really complicated service that drives a lot of value for our clients. And what that really means is a lot of my job has to do with educating people and getting buy-in from them throughout the organization. Now, how I do that will very much depend on who I'm talking to during my meetings and calls, what their problems are, what the overall business is, and what their goals are. So I actually come from a consulting background, and I've really been able to use those skills pretty well in my current role. I never thought I would be in business development or sales, but the reality is that a lot of what I did in consulting, which is getting buy-in throughout an organization, it's explaining complicated things in a straightforward way. It is really understanding your clients and what they need and what their goals are. All of that is stuff that I do every day here. And so when I'm at work on a daily basis, I'm working with all of these different prospects to really try to understand what their needs are and how I can best represent what BounceX does. As I mentioned, as part of that responsibility, we work together pretty tightly. So I have 3 people on my team that I'm trying to bring up the curve and help them also understand how to sell to people, how to make them better at being educated about BounceX and what we can do for them. So when I come to work on an average day, I'll have a pipeline of leads. And those leads can be anything from smaller startups to larger enterprise companies. For each of these leads that I'm talking to, they'll be at a different stage of development. So some of them will just be first calls. Others of them will be pricing calls. Others of them will be in-person meetings. Some of them will be all the way at the legal part of the process. So throughout what I do, it's really important to be able to shift focus and be able to be efficient with your time. So each of these leads is going to be at a different stage, and I'll really need to prioritize my time and understand what the best thing to do for each of those leads at any given moment is. So when I come into the office, I'll generally have some first calls set up. I'll have some in-person meetings that I have to deal with. I'll have some internal meetings where we talk with our strategists or other parts of the organization to better understand BounceX and how we can kind of leverage that information to help people, to help our clients and help our prospects work with us. So it can be a lot of travel. It's a lot of talking on the phone. It's a lot of meetings and setting up time to speak with people. And then it's a lot of mentorship as well, right? So the people working for me also are out there trying to close business, and I need to support them in that endeavor. In terms of the people that I work with, what I love about this company and my role is that I'm really working with people across the organization. So the sales team is really collaborative. We always help each other out with leads and in meetings. We come in as strategists to each other's calls, and we help with whatever experience that we have. We're also talking to people from the strategy and optimization team because they really know kind of the way that we would help our clients the best, and so we can get some really good strategy ideas from them. We work with the business operations team to help price clients and understand kind of how much value we would be driving for them. We work with the sales development reps to help get leads onto our books and understand who the best people to be talking to would be. And we work with the legal team to help us kind of close out contracts and deal with all these legal aspects at the end of the sales cycle. So we really touch kind of all different aspects of BounceX, always with the goal of helping out our prospects and getting buy-in throughout the organization. Sometimes the person that you talk to first is not always going to be the end decision maker, but it's important to understand who they are, what their needs are, so that you can get that next meeting with the key decision makers and ultimately drive the process forward. I love working at BounceX. I think it's a great product, and we're always coming out with new stuff. We're always coming out with new ways to show our clients value. I enjoy working with the people here. I enjoy kind of the fast-paced nature of what I do on a daily basis and how it's always changing, and how I really need to focus in on what the most important activities are And I do believe in the product, and so some of the most exciting times I have are when we're rolling out new solutions or new products, and I really can't wait to see what we come up with next.